Hey guys, Penadele here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. In our last episode, we made it to the Deepwood Shrine, and today we are going to continue on with said shrine. Yeah, when you start the game up after having been away, Ezlo will give you a quick, briefing on what you're supposed to be doing, and you can push statues and things just by shoving against them. You can also grab them and pull by pressing R. You do a lot of things in this game by pressing R. Combat roll, pick up pots, or what are these things called? Bushes. You can pick up bushes. Let's see, we got a small key. So yes, this is, really, Ezlo? Yeah, this is the training dungeon, so of course. Let's see. Alright, oh yeah, and these guys, Slugula. Yes, seriously, that's their name. Yeah, you pull things by pressing R. See what I mean about Ezlo? He really interrupts a lot at the beginning of this game. Now, I like this mechanic. These mushrooms are stretchy. If you hold on to them, you can, you pull them back, and then if you stop pulling back, but, continue to hold on to the mushroom, you will be pulled forward across the gap. So we come up here. Yeah, I don't even get he gets better later in the game. He's not nearly as interrupty, but man, at the beginning. So obviously what we're going to need to do is, get the barrel to move. That is our first thing. And of course, we have two switches over here, but there's only one of us, for now. So we push the statue onto the switch. And there we go. And now we can drop back down. Watch out for these guys. They are, at the moment, they are difficult enough. Yeah, the barrel now moves when you walk on it. Okay, Ezlo, I understand some of your information, because, you're helping us learn how to use the controls, but of course the barrel just moved. And meet the Bulldozer. These guys are kind of low-level. They're low-level monsters. So there are two ways to get through there. You can get over there. Crud. And I should have done it correctly. The first time you want to pull the mushroom all the way back to the end of the track. Okay, there we go. And see, you get to go all the way across there. So, let's see here. Hold on a second. So, of course, we can... And if you ever need hearts, of course, you can just do those. Alright. So, we found a dungeon map. And, of course, we press start. And, left and right to scroll through the screens. The light blue color, of course, is where we've been. The flashing one is where we are. And the other one, the darker one, sorry, we haven't been to yet. It's pretty standard for Zelda maps. So, we can come back down here. We can't, sadly, do anything about that piece of heart yet. Careful you don't overshoot and go in the drink. I don't think you lose, I'm not sure if you lose a part of a heart or not. Now here, yes, Ezlo, I'm sure. That guy is called a pesto, by the way. No relation to the the pigeon from Animaniacs. Or the sauce, for that matter. I really like pesto sauce. It's actually really good with ground lamb. But, yeah, you can just shove pots. So, yes. Oh. Of course, this is really the first time you're really going to learn to pull anything, except for this. So Ezlo lets you know that, yes, pulling things is not just for switches. And we get a small key. So that's pretty nice. We get to go back out. This is not a very difficult area, and of course we see that the switch continues because the pod is still there. And this time we just go this way. Still can't do anything about that. Yeah, we can't do anything about that heart piece yet. So now, obviously, we go over here. That webbed up door will deal with that eventually. One of the things I actually like about this game... Oops. Okay, yeah, you do lose a half a heart. So, let's see. We can come up here, and there are some things we can do. But first, let's deal with down here, I think. Yeah. Those dust spots on the floor, they will just slow you down. You want to be careful not to pull that mushroom back too far, or you will go into the drink. And, of course, be careful not to let go of the mushroom, or you'll have to grab it all over again. So, you know, check here. Sometimes those things have hearts in them. None today, apparently. Lots and lots of sluggulas. You want to be careful. You'll hear them falling before you do anything else. Just watch for their shadows and get out of the way. It's sort of like training for wall masters, because of course those are in this game too. But as I was saying, one of the things I really appreciate about the way they did this game is that you don't, unlike Link's Awakening, you don't need the power bracelet to move stuff. And you certainly don't need a power bracelet that you set on, you know, that you have to set to an A or B button. So everybody knows how these rooms work. You kill everything and you get a prize. Yeah, Mulldozers are... They always looked to me... I mean, I think they're supposed to be beetles, those yellow things at are the eyes. But they look to me sort of like the viruses from Dr. Mario. I don't know. It's a thing. So, more small keys. Right. So, we come through here, right back here. Yeah, so you had to come through this way, because you're going to need the small key. So, we drop down here. Let's see if we can get any hearts. Yes! Yes, we can. Good. And we got Mulldozers again. You don't have to kill everything in the room. I just like to. And because really at this moment every rupee helps. So we've got, let's see, can we do anything about bees? Apparently not just yet. But we can do this, which makes that appear. And yeah, okay, not too much more we can do here. We'll be back. So hey, we got that taken care of for now. And that's pretty nice. So, oh yeah. You see why I tell you... See how much hits these guys take? And why I tell you not to bother with them for now? Yeah. That will lead you back to the front. And of course we go through there and we hit a web. So, we come here and we have our first mini-boss. Meet the Matter Pillar. Yeah. The way it works is you whack him on the nose, and then his rear end opens up, and you whack the heart-shaped butt. Yeah, I don't even know. Careful. And once you do, of course, much like a Wiggler, he gets mad for a while, hence the name. Just stay out of his way. He's pretty much invincible until, yeah, there we go. He's pretty much invincible as long as he's red. But that was an interesting. We get the Gust Jar. And that will... Alright, let's see. So, we can set that to... let's see. Start. Right, here we go. We'll set that, because we're not really going to be using the shield for a while. And, of course, you can suck up cobwebs, and that will be very important. And, of course, if you want to go back into that room, you can suck up the cobwebs. And here we get the piece of heart, so that's nice. It will also let you suck up the dust on the floor, and you kind of want to do that. Because it will uncover things. Interesting things. like that. Remember that this is a game that was on a handheld. So every dungeon has halfway, well, like third of the way and then 2/3 of the way points, so that you can go back and forth. And we got mysterious shells. What are they for? Nobody knows. They're mysterious. No, actually they're used for a collecting side quest later in the game. They're kind of annoying, but I will probably... I'm not going to 100% it, but I will do as much of it as I can. So, yeah. As I showed you, of course, the way to deal with those weird mushroom things is to suck all their dust out with the gust jar. Once that happens, they're stunned, and it only takes one shot to kill them. And that is pretty nice. Alright, now, of course, there was that large chest downstairs, and I want to make sure I didn't accidentally screw up, so we're just going to run back here real fast and see if maybe there's something I can... Yeah, I screwed up. We can do this. This is how you get the chest. And you get the compass. Like in a lot of later Zelda games... Oh, right. Yeah, you know, I've been playing... Of course, I was playing other games that use the select screen. So, like in a lot of other Zelda games, you see that we can see chests. And, it shows that there is a chest up in this room. Well, how do you find hidden things in this dungeon? You vacuum. I wish I could find rupees and stuff if I vacuumed my house. You know, especially if I could find the really big ones. But yeah, no, most of what we're gonna find right now is mysterious shells. So, I'm sure you're wondering how, I'm ignoring you guys, how to get that piece of heart. And the answer is that we have to use the... We get to use the warp. Those blue portals are a warp from the front to that portal. So that if you have to quit and leave the dungeon, or save in the middle of it... Because when you save, if you save in the middle of the dungeon and quit, you're suddenly, what do you know, back. You're back at the entrance. Just keep going. Yeah, this gets us out to the front. Alright. So now the question is, of course, how do we get back over this? Because we can't reach the mushroom. The gust jar will suck the mushroom over to us, and then once it makes contact, we'll be pulled right across. So, stupid slug. Alright. So we come through here. And of course we can just push this out of the way. Go through this portal. And here we are. Yay, we got the piece of heart. And we have now a full heart container. Which, you know, given everything here, that's nice. It means that we'll be facing the boss with a little extra health. We don't really need it, but it's kind of nice to have. So now, to get to the rest of the dungeon, we use the dungeon item to vacuum up the thing, and as you can see, we drop down. And to get anywhere, we're going to have to get onto this leaf. Yeah, Eslo, no kidding. I have already figured that out. So, you use the gust jar to propel the leaf around. It's actually really... I think it's pretty cool and fairly creative. This is a very creative game. And they managed to streamline... Ugh, stupid. No, I hate these pestos. They're really annoying because it's actually really hard to avoid being hit by them. Now, if we go up that way, we're just going to come to a locked door, so don't bother. Instead, just come this way. And you can see, of course, that there's a gate blocking us, so ignore the pesto and just go up here. Now, if we step on the gate, step on the switch, the gate goes down. But we can't, but we have to hold it. So, yeah, what you have to do is get rid of all the pots, except really the one you want to push. Ugh, ow, jerk. There. And that puts the gate down. And don't worry, again, it'll basically stay there. Even though if if you screwed up, you could leave the screen and the pots would reset. And hey, look where we are. We're right back where we got the compass. And now we can cross here and open this chest. And of course we get a small key. So that's fairly nice, isn't it? Alright, let's see here. Alright, so... today's probably going to be a little longer than last time, in part because I forgot to start the timer. And, we want to finish this dungeon, and then there is kind of a lot of plot. There is a fairly lengthy amount of just stuff. So, yeah, I think we'll be going through all of that. So, we go through this door. And here we are. Now, we can't go that way with the mushroom. So, instead, we do this. Ooh, money. Money is nice. Now, here we use this to pull us. And again, be careful, because you don't want to flip yourself into the drink. It will hurt you. But there we go. And I can, break these pots and maybe get... nope. So, you want to be careful. Stand about here, because again, go too far or too little, and you will wind up in the water. But now we have the big key. And now we have the warp portal. That one isn't really particularly useful for going, back if you've quit. But it's useful because it's the best way back from there. So, up here, you can see there's the big door. So, but first we need to get this chest, 20 rupees, that's pretty nice, and you will see that there are no chests left in the dungeon. We got everything. So now we're gonna go fight the boss. And of course, in true Zelda fashion, we are of course going to use the dungeon item to... okay. You have to be careful. The Gust Jar does not have an unlimited capacity. If you let it go too long, it basically fills up. And then, you're, well, up a creek. But of course, if you need it, there are there are hearts in all of those. And we do, unlike most of the things, we actually get a little cutscene here to show you that the boss isn't that really a huge, horrible monster, unless you're a Minish. So, yes, the slime starts dripping from the ceiling. And... come on. Yeah, we all know what's coming. Meet the big choo-choo. Now, the way to kill this guy is, of course, with your Gust Jar. You want to get a little as far away from him as you can. Use the Gust Jar and suck. You basically suck his substance away. He's going to wobble around, and eventually he's going to fall. And he's going to try and fall on you. So, try and stay out of the way. There we go. Once he goes over, whack him with your sword as much as you can. Eventually, he'll, get back up, and he'll jump. Stay out of his way. Just start and repeat. The nice thing is that, when you stop sucking and, let go, the resultant puff from the Gust Jar knocks him away from you slightly, so that, he can't, it's harder for him to corner you. And he's actually got, I guess, like an actual health bar, so it actually matters how many times you, whoops, hit him while he's down. Careful, just keep going. Good. Just stay out of his way. Make sure he doesn't land on you. And there we go. You can, of course, throw these for hearts if you need them. Try to stay close to him so that you can hit him when he goes over. Because if you take too long to get to him, he'll get back up, and you'll have to do another cycle. But we beat the giant choo-choo, which is pretty good for someone our size. And so we get the element of earth. Don't we look cute? You got the earth element, not to be confused with earth, wind, or fire. The power of the earth is the source of all living things. The earth element is the embodiment of that power. And this is sort of a callback to the Oracle games, where, they give you a quick lesson on whatever essence it is that you've caught this time. So we've got the earth element, time to go tell the elder. Yeah, Eslo is why I am not going to read all the dialogue. Well, this is actually a pretty dialogue-heavy game. I mean, it's kind of, because you talk to people to find things out. It almost is a little heavier weighted to the RPG side. So, you have found the earth element. You are blessed with much courage and strength for one so young. If your conviction holds strong, head to Mount Krenel. There you will find a man named Melari. Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your sword. If you ask him, I am certain he will reforge your broken Picori blade. I shall send word to him in advance. Travel safely. You are brave, but there are many evils now in the world. And he opens up for us a, back way. Leave through this door here. It will take you out of the forest quickly. Great Elder, we are in your debt. We shall head for Mount Krenel at once. Alright, so. Yeah, I guess, he's got his bedroom and wash basin. And yeah, there's all sorts of things that we will be able to do. Like, here, talk to this guy. Green clothes and a mystical hat? Sir, would you by chance be Link, the one who found the earth element? Surely you are. I have heard so many tales about you. I am Belari, researcher of antiquities. I am also, a bit of an inventor. You won't be able to get back to town due to all the debris. Here, I have something that might come in handy. Boy, does he. We get a bomb bag. Yes, and of course, as, often, we start with 10 bombs. And we can't go anywhere else except up, right through the portal, because, we can't go through puddles right now. Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wind. And yeah, it blew up. Yeah, Eslo doesn't know what it is. It's a thing that will come in very, very handy later. Much later. Somewhat later. But as you see, we already can't get back to town. So, select our bombs, place, get out of the way, because of course, bombs will hurt you. Back to the Gust Jar, and I'll be staying on the Gust Jar a lot for a while. So we come through here, welcome to the Eastern Hills. Oh hey, here's a mechanic we just saw a lot about. So we try it out, and we come over here. And there is, of course, a thing. And we come down here, and we can talk to this guy. I don't think there's actually anything we can do right now. Ah, and he talks about Kinstone pieces. Yeah, we're gonna learn more about them very shortly. But this is in many ways an easier way to get back to town too, so hey. Put your bomb down, go back to the Gust Jar. You're gonna want the Gust Jar because, ooh, money. No, not because ooh, money. You're gonna want the Gust Jar, of course. I'd forgot about this thing. And yeah, there's a cave here, obviously you can recognize. But you're gonna want Gust Jars for an enemy that's ahead. So first we come in here and we get 20 mysterious shells. So that's not too bad. Of course, you see you can pick up, yeah, see those guys up there? Those are pea hats. There are worse pea hats in this series. I mean, everybody knows the Ocarina of Time pea hats, and of course their Majora's Mask cousins are kind of terrifying. The pea hats in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are just full of annoying puzzles. And then there are the ones in the original Zelda, which are a thing. These pea-hats, they're immune to the sword. You have to stun them. Ow. Spiny beetle. You have to stun them with the gust jar. This is a spiny beetle. They lurk under things. Bushes, grass, rocks. The ones that lurk under rocks are really, really annoying. You're gonna do a lot of grass cutting in this game because you can find pickups. And of course, if you came back, you can, in fact, I'm gonna bomb through here right now just to save us some time. But yeah, you want the gust jar for the pea-hats, because pea-hats are really annoying. Alright, and of course, these guys, the acro bandits, just keep whacking them and they all die. Good. I was hoping. Oh well. But now, of course, we are back at the gates of, the front gates of Hyrule. So, we want to go into Hyrule Town, because there are some things we can do here now. So, we'll go in. And pretty much immediately, we're going to be taken into cutscene. Yeah, this guy is the hurdy-gurdy man. Come one, come all, see how many Kinstone pieces you can collect. You never know what fusing Kinstones will do, but it's sure to be good. Sorry about that. Let's see. Come on up and get your free Kinstone bag for holding your Kinstone pieces. Don't miss out on this incredible, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, you're here for your free Kinstone bag, aren't you? That's right. Maybe you didn't hear me, but they're free for all kids right now. So yeah, we got a Kinstone bag, and this is a major mechanic. Fitting two Kinstone pieces together is called Kinstone fusion. If you get two pieces to fit perfectly, great happiness will come your way. I'll put a Kinstone piece in your Kinstone bag so you can give it a try. Anyone who's ready and willing to fuse Kinstones will look like I do right now. When you see that look in their eyes, that's when you press L. Right. Yes, I caught it. So you press L, and it goes to the Kinstone screen, and luckily you will naturally have the exact Kinstone piece to do this fusion. This is in fact the only way you can find out the names of some NPCs. So, we're gonna go for that here pretty shortly, I think. Yeah, that's in South Hyrule Field. Basically, we can go right back out we're gonna go right back out this gate and head down to South Hyrule Field. Now, we can start getting Kinstones when we cut grass and look under bushes and stuff. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen nearly as often as we would like, unless we use certain items that come later. We'll deal with that when it happens. The thing about Kinstone pieces is remember how I said that in this game, when you pick up a rupee or a heart, the game doesn't tell you over and over again, hey, that's a blue rupee, it's worth 5, yada yada. Yeah, Kinstone pieces are the only exception to that. We'll go see our grandfather in a bit. But first, we get to come in here. So, Kinstone pieces will give you this Kinstone piece spiel every time you get one. It's kind of annoying, but, Kinstone pieces are pretty nice, so you gotta live with it. And since we fused with him, we get a piece of heart. So that is pretty nice. Alright. And of course, going in and out of places like this resets the counter, so hopefully you can get, Kinstone pieces and stuff. And there will be all sorts of things that Kinstone pieces do. But we can also activate this stone and creep Eslo out of it. And, yeah. Okay, he's not there yet. Just as well. Okay, let's go back and see our grandfather just for fun and, see if there's anything interesting going on. So where's my room? You sleep on my head, Eslo. And I can, since I'm injured, I can actually show something else off. Yeah, you know how he says, go take a nap in your room? Yeah, if you need to, we can do this. And so let's do it. Alright. Yeah, Eslo. Yes, I do. And this is kind of cute when you get to see, you wake up, Link and Eslo are sleeping in the bed. Eslo is just laid next to Link. And then you put him on your head, which hides your really horrific bed head. And we're full up on life again. So, we've been at this about half an hour. We finished the Deepwood Shrine. We learned about Kinstone fusing. We don't have any more Kinstones. Hopefully we'll get some here shortly, because, you know, it takes a while to get. We will start getting them hand over fist, but you will always have issues, especially with the green ones. The game actually tends to throw red and blue ones at you, like candy, even though they're the higher leveled ones. But the green ones are actually, you'll have problems later in the game trying to have enough green ones to do all the fusions you want to do. But we have just cleaned off this area, which is important for later. Believe me, it's very important for later. And there will be things we can do around Hyrule Town, and we will get to them in the next episode. So I'm going to save it here, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me for Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, and you have a great evening. Goodbye.